George Bernard once said, "People are always blaming their circumstances for what they are." I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for their circumstances and what they want. And if they can't find them, they make them. Perseverance is a steady persistence in a course of action, a purpose, or state, especially in spite of difficulties, obstacles, or discouragement. In life, people are faced with troubles that may or may not be solved easily. Perseverance is a key characteristic to succeed from everyday tasks to big-time decisions. Perseverance will separate the people who need reminders to do from the people who just naturally do. And somehow, Lewis and Clark must have showed Thomas Jefferson that they had perseverance. Those two men of the hundreds of qualified others were chosen to forever change the United States of America. 208 years ago, these men and their group set out to do the impossible. 208 years ago, these men and their group got together and expanded our great nation into the empire it is today. When Lewis and Clark met Sacagawea, she was 15 and pregnant. She saved the group a lot of trouble with other tribes because a lot of them thought Lewis and Clark wanted to hurt them. Sacagawea told the other tribes that they were friendly. Now, this shows that she was helpful to the cause, but does it really show perseverance? Now, I want you to think about this for a minute. If they hadn't encountered Sacagawea, Lewis and Clark probably wouldn't have done anything they did with her, so therefore they might have given up. Then came the Rocky Mountains. We all know what happened, that they had a hard time crossing the Rocky Mountains. But I bet many people don't actually know that for weeks the group went without food. They started rationing, and it was really cold too. Imagine being freezing and all you have to keep you warm is a jacket and some moccasins made of animal fur. Finally, they got to the Pacific, and Lewis and Clark and the whole gang had to do it all over again. But that also meant that they would have to endure the lack of food and dangerous animals. They made it back, and now there's millions of people living out there where Lewis and Clark once walked. After learning about Lewis and Clark, I realized I have similar capabilities and traits as they did. I performed in front of hundreds of people, and at first, yeah, it was a little bit scary. But just like Lewis and Clark, I overcame my fears, and I sing regularly in shows now. And for all those kids who play sports, how many hours did it take you to master that free throw, or that serve, or that strikeout pitch? Perseverance was there all along telling you to keep going. Now, if you think about it, all those kids who were afraid to give their speech today, perseverance was what kept you going. I know that's what kept me going, and perseverance got me to this point, and now I just have one more question for you. Did I change your world?